So next up, we're going to learn about the Liquify tool. It is right here. And when you open it up, it's going to look like this. And the Liquify tool is used a lot by magazines to slim here, trim there. I may or may not have used it on a couple of my family Christmas card photos over the years. But that's enough about that. So what I want to see is if you can get this Michael Jackson to look a little bit more like one of these because he's had a lot of plastic surgery. So again, I'm going to consider these your OGs. So first we're going to mess with Michael Jackson, and then we're going to just do a little bit of body editing, not a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and copy my OGs and hide them, and then unlock my other ones. So let's play with the faces first. I'm going to unlock it, and then we've got this tool. And so when you're working in this window, you're going to go up to Window. Excuse me, it's under Filter and Liquify. Filter, Liquify. And it's going to bring up this whole nother window that will allow us to kind of play with things. The options here are really a lot now, as again, photo editors have used it more, but each of these tools does something. So the forward warp tool up at the top here, it allows you to kind of grab and move something. So you can kind of have a lot of fun with this. And then you've got the reconstruct tool, which when you use it, it puts things back where they were. The smooth tool, let's see what it does. Makes something rough a little bit smoother. And then you've got the twirl tool, which I never use, but I do use the pucker tool. Pucker makes things smaller. So if you're getting a little bit of a nose job, okay, that was too small. So I'm going to go to my reconstruct, put it back how it was. And then you can turn the pressure down a little bit, or the density, so it's not going to make such a big difference. And then maybe I might like use the warp tool to kind of bring the nostrils in a bit. You can freeze certain areas. We'll get into that here in a minute, but let's see what face aware Liquify does. So if we're definitely going nose, what does that do? Mesh options, no. But I will show you where's freeze. Freeze mask tool. What the freeze mask tool does is it basically, anything you paint with the freeze mask tool can't change or move. So I don't know if you noticed when I was doing the nose that accidentally the mouth moved some. So if you freeze mask things, then when you do the pucker, it like won't move the mouth around. Okay. And then thaw mask tool. So now I've thawed it all out and the mouth didn't change that much. So we've got our nose fixed. There's all kinds of like jaw stuff happening. You know, like we could push the jaw in a little, or the cheekbones in. Definitely the eyebrow. So I'm going to freeze the eyes. Freeze the area around there and then raise up the eyebrow, because there's definitely some things happened here. Too much fun. You can also bloat. So like a lot of starlets and things are getting their lips done. Could add a little puffiness to it. Never mind, that looks terrible. So we're going to work with that. And then we're going to say, okay. And if I compare it to what I had before, I mean, there's definitely been some changes. Some work's been done. And then it's a matter of lightening the skin, and, you know, we can like take some blemishes out. So I'm going to spot heal brush, and the spot heal brush will just kind of take some of the little skin flaws out. Not that I've ever done this on my own photos. And you can also use the blur tool to kind of get rid of pores and things. I'm just going to make everything look nice and filtery. I don't have any pores at all. And so we'll compare that to the original. And then lightening the skin. So I'm afraid if we did the dodge tool, which lightens pixels, it'll work somewhat. I'll do that a little. Brighten up the skin. Don't forget the neck. Compare that. He's definitely lighter. And then, you know, on that area only, none of the others, maybe I take and I select that area, and I can go to image adjustments. And I'm going to try color balance. Like, I'm going to make him a little bit more of the cool color. We're getting kind of in the middle there. And when I compare it, there's been a lot of changes now. So you can make some plastic surgery stuff happen with the Liquify tool. You can also make body changes. So we're going to go back into Liquify, filter Liquify. Got to unlock my layer first. And I totally got busted doing this, but the warp tool, I am going to freeze mask his arms. I don't want to change those yet. And I'm going to freeze mask those shorts. So you'll usually want to try to freeze mask the clothing somewhat. BT Dub, I thought you were adorable, even with a little bit of extra. Should probably delete that out of there. Okay, warp. So we're just going to kind of bring that in, slim that in. Let's see if the smooth tool does anything now. The smooth tool. So it just kind of helps you get rid of those love handles. Got a little bit of something going on there I don't know how to do. So I'm going to reconstruct and be a little bit more gentle next time. Okay, let's try let's try making the pecs look bigger. I don't know. A lot of this has to do with shading, but I don't want it to like make his hair look all weird. So we're going to unfreeze, thaw it out. We could maybe push the arms around and maybe slim the face a bit. The jaw could maybe be done a little bit more with shading. Okay, I'm going to say okay for now. And then I'm just going to compare it again to the OG. So there we are after, before. So yeah, I'm taking a little off. No one will ever notice. We could try some shading tools. So just like Dodge makes things lighter, Burn makes things darker. So Dodge tool behind it is the Burn tool. And you can kind of just add a little bit of shading definition that might enhance some areas. I don't want to get too carried away here, but oops, that happened. Or he could just look dirty. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, very nice. Okay, let's get around the jaw here. He just looks dirty. Control Z. A little too much. Look carried away. I think he would appreciate that. Did a little bit of good. All right, so that's the Liquify filter. For this one, turn the Michael Jacksons on and the torso on, and just let me see your work. Make sure I get your layers. Maybe zoom in a little bit for me and take a snip. And turn that in under Liquify right here. And I appreciate that.